Yo, what's going on, team? I've never put out a video as far as me doing my mechanic stuff because I normally just do the things and just keep it moving. But today I've decided to go ahead and let everybody see how we roll. So what I'm getting is my voltage is dropping on my gauge. It's going from a 14 down to a 13.7, and it dropped even as far as down to a 13. I ran a few tests on the Stator, and it was showing signs of low ohms and things in that area. So then I said, why not? Let's go ahead and put this into ChatGPT. So I put it in ChatGPT, and it came back telling me that at 13 volts at 2100 RPMs is not normal. So then I revved the bike to 5,000 RPMs and still stayed at 13.3, 13.4. So then I put that into ChatGPT, and he came back and told me, yeah, you have a stator issue because the stator is not putting out enough AC current, I believe it is, of volts that goes to the rectifier, which sends it to the battery. But if it stands stable at 13.3, 13.4, then my regulator rectifier might still be okay. So I'm gonna start with the stator and show y'all how we roll. So as of now, I've taken off just my floorboard. I've drained out the oil from the primary side, letting that drain. Next, I'm going to get ready to remove my shifters, and then I'm going to remove the bolts around that casing to remove the whole primary to see what we got going on in there. I'll get back to you guys shortly. Yep, so once again, I've just drained the oil, and I'll get right back to you guys. It do what it do. Me and Lil Cuz down here in this garage, breaking this boy down. We up in here. Stator. Look at them burnt out pieces in there, man. I go to the next one. Go to the next one. One down there. Yeah, I got Lil Cuz in here working on this bike with me, y'all. Break it. Break that. There you go. Get that stator loose, Cuz. Yeah. Look at all this stuff, man. Cuz in here. We in here in it, baby. I was scared as heck at first, bruh. Scared than that thing to do this crap. But guess what? YouTube University. I sure appreciate y'all showing your boy walking me through these steps on how to get this stuff up out of here. All the parts over here. Now all I got to do is just put everything back on in reverse. This dang on magnet flywheel here. This some gun was hard as heck to get out, man. Like, good God almighty. Like, hard to get out. But that's because this little corner up in here is like, got an indentation, like right up in here. So when you go to trying to remove it, it like got caught on there. You know, it got a little bit of some scratching. Just a little scratching. Ain't too bad, but we're going to work through that. I didn't have to take the clutch basket out. I was able to leave the clutch basket in while we, do what we do. So that's a good thing. Clutch basket still in, but now I just got to finish these last couple screws. All right, Cuz, you ready? Let me see. Got them all out. One. Got one more that's here. Two. One down there. Three. One there. Four. Stator ready to slide on out. And now I gotta work my way over here to this plug and lift up on that little plastic plug back there. See, that's back up in there. That piece right there goes up. And you don't have to apply too much pressure and just wiggle that cord on back up out of there. Let me see. Get these long needle noses. These long pliers here. Put them on there and see if they can slide that boy on up out of there for me. That ain't gonna work either. So, I just gotta put my hand up in that in some type of way. It's hard to record and work at the same damn time. That ain't working either that way. Let me try this one. Nope. That ain't gonna work. Alright, go from the bottom. Let me see. Let's check this out. Grab this flashlight for me a little bit, but keep it over here towards, pick it up. Let me see. See if I can come from up under. Snatch that boy on up out of there. I don't got no light over here a little bit. Come on, come up. There you go. All right, and we got it. Now, look at that. We gotta push all that back through and pull that out and all type of carrying on. So what we're trying to do next is we gotta get that all back through. Even though that's bezel, you see how that is, because once it comes through, it might not go back in. That's to keep the oil from leaking. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna cut it. We're gonna try to push it back through. Which one y'all think? Let me see. I'll get back to y'all in a minute. Let me think of something. All right, gang. So I was able to push a little bit. Come over here on this side for me a sec, brother. And I was able to push, and look at that. Got that boy back through there. Yeah, that's what we need. For that to feed it all back through. I want that light, my boy. Get all that back through. Grab that. Grab it. Don't be scared. Pull it on through. Bam! Look at that. Look at that. Stator out. Who said we can't do what we do around this camp? That's what I'm talking about. Who? I was scared as a big dog at first. God damn it. Boy. Stator out. This thing is gnawed. Look at that. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them coils. Them two right there. That's one. That second one right there. Those would be your problems. Those right there be your problem with slow down your voltage. Had me out here scared and all outside. I didn't know what was going on with my boy, but I put it in ChatGPT too. ChatGPT, killing the game. Search anything in ChatGPT. It's amazing. Yep. I got a 13.4 volts at 5,000 RPM. That boy came back and told me that it seems like my stator isn't functioning properly and that it's not the regulator because the volts were stable across the board at 13.4. Now, had the volts been jumping dramatically, then I could have been looking at probably some rectifier issues as well. But as of now, we're just going to start with this stator because it said that my rectifier ain't the issue. So we're going to just go with the stator tomorrow, go to the dealership, get that young stator, and go from there. I'll tune in with y'all later. Yes. Got that boy out. Ready to get to the dealership tomorrow. Show y'all what we got once again. There go the young primary cover over there. Gotta get a new gasket. Look at that. I got that tank tensioner. I got some zip ties on that boy. Keep it sturdy. I had to take my floorboard off, my back rider board off. Yeah, look at them parts. Hopefully they give me some new screws that goes into the stator. If not, then I mean I gotta reuse those or buy some new screws. But man, that motherfucking bolt that comes out the middle right here, y'all. When I'm talking about some torque, right, boy, this sucker here, a T70. This T70 here, man, baby. When I say that boy felt like it didn't want to budge at first, it felt like you was almost breaking it just to get it off, dude. I thought it was breaking. Like, I didn't know what was going on, and I thought my damn thing was stripping, and I just bought it. Like, man, come on, T70, how you gonna act like that? But it did the job, you know what I'm saying? And luckily, I had me some little picks to pull that magnet off, man, because that motherfucker was strong. Like, I tried to pull that magnet up out of that boy, motherfucker sucked back in there on me. That shit was crazy. Yeah, but, yeah, I ain't have to remove that clutch basket, though, y'all. I was able to leave that right on in there. I stuck a towel up in there on one side, used cardboard on the other side. Home remedies. I ain't got the tools I need, but I got what I can use to get by. Got just enough to get me by to what I got to do. So tomorrow, I go through and clean up around before I put the new gaskets on. Clean all that on up. Put that gasket on, put that chain back on there. We back in the game, my boys and girls. Back in the game. Yeah. Yes. Starter teeth don't look too bad. They look pretty good. I mean, them teeth didn't come out, so, you know, that's cool. Make sure all that line back up tomorrow. Oh, my bad, y'all. Make sure all that line back up. Get my boy back on the road. Hopefully that's what do the trick. Get at y'all later. Peace. Till we meet tomorrow.